All right, good day, hi, and welcome. Okay, so let me show you where I'm at. Hey, gotta flick this around here. There, it is now flicked around. Go wipe you. Okay, got a curtain or something that I might be able to use as a hang thing. So this is where I'm at so far. But I'll show you this in a second. Like the clutter on there is mostly my brother's stuff, not my stuff there. So I'm going through it and oh, I got a burr. So I got a piece of glass or burr or something in my freaking hand, or a sliver. But anyway, that's what my dresser looks like. That's all that's left. I don't know how many cardboard boxes I would have burned today, but it's amazing how much cardboard takes. I cleaned up a little bit over there. The bigger stuff I'm going to leave like the jars because they're not knocking it around. And anything that smells like food I don't want to put in there. Containers or not. There's some fish food. So anyway, I took that one dresser that was blocking the door and I burnt it, so I can't quite get in here. And I got to cut that. I better cut that right away because I'm going to die on that. Yeah. There's like all kinds of stuff in here to clean up. I'm just tossing everything in here for now. I'll make a little trail just so I can get into it. Once I can get into it, then it's no problem. I can clean it out. I don't care if it takes me all winter or whatever to clean all this. Like half the stuff's going to be thrown out anyway, but I have to throw it out in the sequences that I can throw it out. But anything I can recycle, I will recycle. Like all the plastic stuff, the carpets and all that stuff, I have to take to the dump, but I have to wait till the large waste pickup. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to smash this into bits. I found a sledgehammer too, and I'll show you that. So I can smash this down to size so it's not in the way. Then I'll make my piles, and then the couch like that, you know, like, and the TV and all this stuff, all the big stuff can go, and the insulation will go to the large waste pickup. So I burnt one dresser today, and I don't know, maybe about 50 boxes, who knows, like little boxes, big boxes, not that many big boxes, but a couple of little boxes. Clean up that. I mean, I probably threw, you know, okay, yesterday was Monday, and today my buddy Paul and I weren't working because we wouldn't be cutting grass because it was raining all night and whatever. Grass is still a bit wet, so it was a good day to burn, so that's why I chose that. But this here was emptied yesterday, and I got it almost full again. But there might be 1,000 little containers in there, like, you know what I mean, like hanging on to that stuff. Like not all of it was like there's a lot of stuff I had to empty, like food and stuff like that, food containers that I emptied. Whatever stuff had other stuff in it, you know, like fish food and whatever you can think of. Like say anything like this, you throw it in the fire, right? So what ended up happening is that like all these like ice cream containers, they had a big stack of them because I get, you know, they use them for this, use them for that. But like you know, like I can understand having maybe a few, but it gets to the point where you have so many that it's like, okay, it's just time to start throwing stuff out. So I'm just gonna let that burn down. I got my fire extinguisher right there for safety, the shovel, there's some sand there. So there's low wind. It was a perfect day to burn all that stuff. But what it's gotten me, I still got a little, like I'm going to burn that box later, but I'm going to hang on to that box for now for them. So the only thing left on here is basically the clothes and that. So this table, I'm going to get over into there and they can grab it at their leisure. It'll be out of my way. And this little thing there, if they want that, I'll put that over there too. And the idea is so I can get in here, like this bed and bed frame. I'm going to see if somebody wants it first before, if not, I'll take the metal and I'll just throw it to bed. You know, yeah. And then I got stuff down here too. Well, I got some old books. What kind of books? Oh, these would be my grandmother and grandfather's books. Excuse me. Oh, these are going to be some keepsakes. I'll have to go through all that. See, microwave cookbook. Yeah. Well, microwave cookbook's pretty easy. Oh, what do we got here? Okay. Like, you know, like stuff like that. Okay, like that was for the aquarium, but like, and you know, maybe some of the plant. Like I need to throw that stuff out. I have no use for it. This cabinet, I'm not gonna. I'm not sure. It's a metal cabinet. Yeah, I'm keeping it. Okay, yeah, keeping that because I can put stuff. The generator, I got to get it. dealt with. But what I'm going to do with the generator is, like I say, like the bike. I wish I could have found the back tire for that bike. Like all this stuff on the back wall is pretty much mine. The lawnmower's mine. The bike's mine. The generator, my brother says you just gotta get it going. But here's what I'm talking about, guys. Stuff like this. Like what's in? God knows. I don't even want to open that. If that's milk, oh my God. Oh, there's some. Okay, I'll keep that. Don't know if that's Mountain Dew or water or whatever it is for plants. Like there's stuff all over the place, right? So, like you don't know what people used what for. I'm definitely not gonna. It's pink. That's probably a fuel or something. I don't know what it'd be. I'll keep it. But there's a little sledgehammer I found. That's going to come in handy smashing the crap out of stuff, which is always fun. Like, that's why I don't get ever overwhelmed so, because, like, okay, it's like, okay, this is how most people, okay, that, okay, it's like, oh my God, this is this third round of this, and, you know, most people will be like, oh my God, will it ever end? I'm like, yeah, it's going to come to an end someday. That part's boring. But when I go to smash this TV set, that's not going to be so boring. It's got to do it somewhere where I'm not getting glass all over the place. But there's not, those TVs are not like the old TVs were the best, because when you shot them or you broke them or whatever, you heard poof. It was the best sound ever. But there's a lot of, like, I'm going to smash up the couch maybe, you know, shrink it down a bit, you know, smash this up. That's going to make me happy. I did keep the top from the dresser because it's a perfectly level shelf. So I'll hang on to it for now. And if it comes up, like I gotta go through all this junk here. Some of it's good, some of it's not. But like for example, these old pots that are broken, I'll throw those out in the recycling, the plastic ones and the ceramic ones, just because you know don't need it. But like it's a more daunting task in your head than it actually is. Like you got to look at it more like time spent in here. So if you do it over a series of time. It's like once I get all the metal out of here and organize, or all these pots and pans that are metal and all the metal is going to go on a scrap run and going to make me money, right? So I'm just not going to hang on to that stuff. There's like 15 rakes in here. Half of them are no good. You know, the old mops. I'm not going to hang on. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not going to hang on to it. You know, I'm just going to get rid of it. But anything that is good, like that blade, this side blade here, and the sickle. I'll build a handle for that sickle because that's probably 100-year-old sickle. It's good. They're good. You know, you can sharpen them up, especially the old steel like that. That stuff you can put an edge on like you wouldn't believe. Any old tools are made out of like almost pure iron. Like I mean, like the quality of steel has dropped so much. So when you get something old, it's good. There's a piece of glass there that could be used for something. Maybe not. If not, I break it and I throw it away. But we'll see. We'll give it a chance. But anything metal is going to go, you know, anything glass is going to go into the recycling. Anything plastic is going to go into the recycling. You start picking up all this little stuff. After a couple of months, this is emptied out, you know, so it's like, okay, I'll just do a little bit each day or each week with the recycling. And if I fill that recycling, like I'm almost, like for the house part, okay, like the house other than the basement, you know, like which I might even get started to today. Maybe I'll smash up those dressers a bit so I can walk in there. And I can start emptying out the basement like that. That's scrap metal. Another scrap metal one over there. Get this table out of here. Before you know it, like okay, the clothes. I got to go through it all for them to see what I'm going to throw out. You know, do the executive decision. And then what I'm going to keep, I know they want to keep coats. There might be some other stuff that fits them, but like the baby clothes and all that, like my nephew's 12. We don't need to hang on to that. And not going to even like, I'm sure they won't donate it to anything or anything like that. But it's just like, because of the mold and the dog hair and all that, I want to make sure that, you know, none of that ever sees children, you know what I mean? So, and I'm 100% know that they'll agree with that, so they don't care. But the thing is, by the time my brother gets around to coming back down here, that could be like a month from now. Like he's, you know, like he's kind of, you know, preoccupied setting up, you know, going through all the stuff up there to see what it, like each week he throws stuff out, which is good. It's a really good thing. I like to see decluttering, right? The problem is like And I had to explain it in a strange way. The amount of dishes, like that thing was probably half full of dishes the last go. So that's the third one. Now it's more containers and stuff like that. But there was a lot of plant stuff. Like a lot of half spray bottles like this. If there's plant food, fish food, all that, because she does like plants and there's a lot of plants. There's still a lot of plants left, and surprisingly, most of them are still alive. Uh, well, the fire's down enough I can come in here a bit. But there's like planters all over the place. Like the planters, that can all go out. I mean, most of them are already outside anyway, but she had a lot in here too. All that can go out, right? You know, like everything in this room right now is mine. Like there's none of their stuff is in here. None of their stuff is in here. There might be stuff downstairs, but there's not very much down there to begin with. It's all mostly, yeah. So pretty much anything in here is mine, right? So this is on me now. Maybe he wants that ladder back. Maybe he doesn't. I'll need one down. Okay, the stuff in here going to the basement down, like his fireman suit, his firefighter suit and stuff like that. My brother was a firefighter for a little bit. Not very long because my nephew was on the way. He's got some climbing ropes and stuff like that because my brother also did zip lining. He was a zip line instructor. I think that's the job he loved the most. It's just it didn't pay well like anything, and it was too far. I wish it would have been closer for him because he loved it so much. I went a couple of times, and it was cool to have my baby brother. Like it was the ultimate test of brothers because basically my brother was hooking me up to the zip line that went over about 1,000 feet of canyon. So if there was any unresolved issues, I would have found out then. But no, kidding. But yeah, I remember we did that, and he's got some carabiners and stuff like that he kept some of his rigging and stuff like that. So, but he did that. He was a volunteer firefighter for a little bit, and then my nephew was on the way, so he didn't have the time when my nephew was born. So I never became a volunteer firefighter because I didn't have the vehicle at the time. And now I think I'm just too old. You know what I mean? Yeah, I could do it if I really pushed myself. I'm sure I could do it. But I really don't want people's lives depending on my 52-year-old me. You know what I mean? Like my 42-year-old me, yeah. I would run into the building, pull out some grandmas and burning babies and kitty cats or whatever. But at 52, I think, like I just might not be able to do it. You know what I mean? Like I'm just honest with myself. You know what I mean? Like, so it's something that I always wanted to do because it would make for my town and my community. I would make a thing. At least my brother did it for a little bit, and I think he really liked it. But it's like anything. It also depends what you do for a living. The guys that really love it, yeah, they'll do that till the day they die. Ooh, my Aunt and Uncle come along. I'll go say hello to them.